The ground trembled slightly as the excavator's blade struck something solid. Dr. Leah Goldstein raised her hand, signaling the operator to stop immediately. Heart racing, she dropped to her knees and began carefully brushing away centuries of dirt with her fingers. There, glinting in the Jerusalem sunlight, lay a half-cut silver coin. "It's Persian period," she whispered, her voice trembling with excitement. Within minutes, her team uncovered a stone weight nearby, exactly 11.07 grams. The implications were staggering. This wasn't just any find. It was evidence that would force historians to rewrite biblical timelines. Commerce, currency, and international trade had existed in Jerusalem far earlier than anyone had believed possible. As Leah held the coin to the light, she couldn't possibly know that its greatest secret, one that would shake the foundations of biblical archaeology, still lay hidden within its ancient metal. The discovery began on an ordinary September morning in 2023. The Israel Antiquities Authority, IAA, had dispatched Dr. Leah Goldstein's team to conduct a routine salvage excavation along Highway 375, approximately 10 miles southwest of Jerusalem. The road was scheduled for expansion, and as with all construction projects in Israel, archaeologists needed to clear the site before bulldozers could begin their work. "We expected to find something," Leah later told reporters. "This region is rich with history, but nothing like this." The team had been working for 3 weeks, documenting pottery fragments and the occasional stone tool, standard finds for the area. Then came the discovery that would change everything. "I remember joking that morning about finding King Solomon's mines," said Amit Cohen, Leah's assistant. "We had no idea we were about to uncover something potentially more significant." As the excavator carefully removed a layer of soil, Leah spotted an unusual discoloration in the earth. She immediately halted the machinery and began the painstaking process of hand excavation. What emerged was the corner of a stone structure, the remains of a First Temple period 4-room house typical of ancient Israelite architecture. "The moment I saw the house layout, I knew we had something special," Leah explained. "These structures date to between the 8th and 6th centuries BCE, exactly during the time of the Kingdom of Judah described in the Bible." The team worked methodically, documenting every fragment, every stone. Inside what would have been the central room of the house, Amit's brush revealed something metallic, the half-cut silver coin that would soon become the centerpiece of their discovery. Dr. Robert Kuhl, head of the IAA's numismatic department, arrived the following day to examine the find. His expertise was crucial for understanding what they had uncovered. "This isn't just any coin," he announced after careful examination. "It belongs to an extremely rare group. Only about half a dozen similar specimens have ever been found in controlled excavations throughout Israel." The coin dated to the Persian period, approximately 2,550 years ago, 6th to 5th centuries BCE. What made it extraordinary was not just its age but its condition and context. The coin had been deliberately cut in half and featured a square stamp impressed into one side, a primitive minting technique compared to later coins that displayed protruding stamped images. "Look at the cut edge," Kuhl pointed out. "It's not jagged or broken. This was intentionally halved with precision." Even more remarkable was what the team found nearby, a stone weight measuring exactly 11.07 grams. This wasn't coincidental. The weight corresponded to known shekel standards from the period. "What we are seeing," Kuhl explained, "is evidence of a transitional monetary system. They were moving from weighing precious metals to standardized currency, but still relied on scales and weights for verification." Analysis revealed the coin wasn't minted locally but originated in the Aegean region, ancient areas of Greece, Cyprus, and Turkey. This single artifact demonstrated that Jerusalem maintained trade connections spanning hundreds of miles during a period when many scholars believed the city was economically isolated. As news of the discovery spread through academic circles, Dr. Sarah Jacobson, a biblical historian from Oxford University, flew to Israel to examine the evidence firsthand. "What makes this find revolutionary," she explained during a press conference, "is how it challenges our established timeline of economic development in the region. The Bible mentions standardized weights and measures, commercial transactions, and international trade. Many scholars dismissed these references as anachronistic, later additions to the text that didn't reflect historical reality. This discovery suggests those references might be historically accurate after all." The implications extended beyond economics. Biblical texts describe Solomon's vast wealth, trade networks extending to distant lands, and standardized taxation systems. Without archaeological evidence supporting such sophisticated economic structures, many historians had relegated these accounts to the realm of exaggeration or myth. "We need to reconsider everything," Jacobson admitted. If Jerusalem had access to international currency and standardized weights during the First Temple period, then other biblical descriptions of the kingdom's wealth and commerce deserve fresh examination. The team expanded their excavation, carefully documenting the entire structure. They discovered olive pits suitable for carbon-14 dating, which confirmed the building was occupied between the 8th and 6th centuries BCE, precisely during the late First Temple period. "What's fascinating," Leah noted, "is that this wasn't a palace or temple treasury. This was an ordinary house. The owner was likely a merchant, someone engaged in trade who needed to verify the value of currency." The discovery contradicted the prevailing academic view that after the First Temple's destruction in 586 BCE, Jerusalem remained a small, peripheral town with minimal economic influence. Instead, the evidence pointed to a society with sophisticated commercial networks operating earlier than previously documented. 3 months after the initial discovery, the team made another breakthrough. While examining the coin using advanced imaging technology, Dr. Kuhl noticed something unusual: tiny markings along the edge that had been invisible to the naked eye. "These aren't random scratches," he explained, pointing to the enhanced images. "These are deliberate notches, 17 of them, to be precise." The team consulted with Dr. Ephraim Stern, an expert in ancient measurement systems. His conclusion was startling. 17 notches would correspond to specific weight subdivisions known from other artifacts, Stern explained. This suggests the coin wasn't just currency, it was also a standardized measurement tool. This revelation transformed their understanding of the find. The coin represented not just wealth but a sophisticated understanding of mathematical proportions and standardized measurements, knowledge that many historians had assumed developed much later. As the research continued, the team made connections to other recent discoveries throughout Israel. Excavations at Timnah had revealed mining operations dated to approximately 1000 BCE, the time of David and Solomon according to biblical chronology. The sophisticated nature of these operations, including advanced metallurgical tools and organized labor systems, pointed toward complex economic structures predating established timelines. "We are seeing a pattern," Jacobson observed. "Each new discovery pushes back the timeline of economic sophistication in ancient Israel. The biblical accounts of Solomon's wealth and commercial activities, long dismissed as exaggeration, now appear more plausible." The final breakthrough came 6 months after the initial discovery. Dr. Kuhl had been studying the coin's composition using X-ray fluorescence analysis when he noticed something unusual about its silver content. "The silver purity is 94%, he announced. "That's remarkably consistent with the temple tax coins mentioned in biblical sources." According to ancient texts, the temple in Jerusalem required a specific type of currency for religious offerings, coins with exceptionally high silver content. The half-shekel tax described in Exodus 30 verses 13 to 16 specified this requirement. "We found coins from much later periods with this exact silver percentage," Kuhl explained. "But this is the first time we've seen it in a coin from the Persian period. It suggests the temple's monetary requirements may have been established far earlier than we thought." This discovery created a direct link between the physical artifact and specific biblical texts. The half coin, deliberately cut and precisely weighed, matched the half-shekel described in Exodus as the amount each person was to contribute to the temple. "What we are holding isn't just currency," Leah told journalists at the final press conference. "It's physical evidence of a biblical practice we previously could only read about." The half-shekel wasn't just a literary device or later tradition, it was a real economic and religious practice dating back to the First Temple period. The mystery that had begun with a glint of silver in the Jerusalem soil had revealed something profound. The biblical texts contained accurate economic information about a period far earlier than scholars had believed possible. The ancient coins had indeed rewritten biblical history, pushing back timelines, confirming scriptural references, and bridging the gap between text and archaeology. As Dr. Jacobson summarized, "For centuries, we've debated whether biblical texts accurately reflect historical reality or were later constructions. This tiny half coin provides compelling evidence that at least some economic details in Scripture reflect genuine historical practices from the First Temple period. The biblical writers weren't inventing these systems, they were describing what they knew." The silver shekel secret had finally been revealed, changing our understanding of biblical history forever. What began as a routine salvage excavation along Highway 375 had uncovered not just ancient coins, but a new chapter in the ongoing dialogue between archaeology and scripture, one where physical evidence and ancient texts converge to tell a more complete story of the past.